Okay. Hi. So, welcome to today's stream where we're going to go ahead and go over the Arknights or the latest Sui event. As you can see, yes, I indeed got the boy himself. I got Gordon Ramsay in Arknights if he was Chinese. Oh, I can hear myself. What? Okay, there we go. Like I was saying, he actually didn't take that much pulls compared to. Oh, right. I forgot I need to unmute Arknights. Okay then. Also gonna turn down the music just slightly. Okay. Well, like I was saying, he only took 41 pulls to come home. I'm not gonna pull anymore, because obviously Blaze is like the standard manner. Do love her design here. However, she suffers the same fate as Nymph, where you need a limited operator to go ahead and make her good. Otherwise, I still love Blaze, but I think for most people, right, I feel like more people are going to lean towards her her normal form. Let's see if I can find her. Yeah, there you go. Which, I mean, it makes sense why. You know, she is the one to, you know. I do think her OG is just a little bit stronger than her new one, but I'll see. I also got a Shoes skin. Her Life 2D1. It's a very nice, very nice. But enough of that. I completely forgot about this. There we go. Let me first. I'm also building her as well. But yeah, let's start heading that in. Okay, here we go. Let us go ahead and read the entire story. I've already cleared all the stages using Oyuki's guide. And if I didn't have an operator, or I felt like the run was a little bit like leaky, in case someone died, I went ahead and just like retuned it. But yeah, so let us start with OR-ST-1. Chrysanthemum tea with dried tangerine peels. Alright, here we go. Ooh, I like this background CG. Sir, are you saying such a remarkable individual actually existed in the history of Great Yan? Or Yan? I just don't want to remember her, or even her name. Is this talking about the fifth Sui sibling that's dead? Because that's what it seems like to me. Can you identify this character? I don't believe I've ever encountered it before. It's not that no one remembers her, it's simply that her true name in one lone word was never recorded in the history books. Is this... I'm pretty sure this is talking about the fifth Sui sibling, is it not? That's what it seems like to me. Isn't it a pity her pen captured Great Yan's long history and vast expanse, yet not a single page in the historical records bears her name? Do you think I could reconstruct her image? 40 years ago. Oh my lord. April 21st, 1662, Guyu rain. Sir. It's raining so hard out there. Why not come inside, have a pot of nice warm tea, and wait out the rain? No need. This rain won't be stopping anytime soon. I should keep moving. Some people want the rain to stop. Some hope it carries on. The umbrellas is smiling from ear to ear, but the passerby are downright miserable. Certain someone worries you might misstep and get your shoes wet. Please just follow me, sir. Your friend is already waiting for you inside. Ooh, Changyue. Hi, Minister. It's been a while. No, these days you're the Grand Tutor. Yeah, it's been some time indeed since we bid each other farewell in Yumen. I expected to meet with the Sui regulator and the Ministry of War first upon this return to the capital to deliver my report. That's why I've arranged to meet with you in advance. His Imperial Majesty has passed away. When? 2 weeks ago. I think if His Majesty had died of natural causes, he would not be coming to see me about it. Does this mean... Black Weiqi stone rests in his palm. 60 years ago he escaped from that ancient temple and turned himself into 181 black Weiqi stones, which scattered across the land. Their current whereabouts are unknown. 2 weeks ago, the Sui regulator found the stone in the capital. What has he done? I do not know. The only thing I'm certain of is that he could not have entered the Forbidden City. Someone must have gone out to meet him. Investigating this person's identity would be sensitive. His machinations likely will not involve others. I shouldn't have come to you today, but when the convicted caused all this turmoil before, you were the one who subdued him. Grandmaster, do you know anything of this? Not a thing. I have not seen him since the incident. Then I believe you, Grandmaster. Do you need anything from me? Do not linger here. Return to Yumen at once. Ursus is in constant turmoil, and there is a changing of the guard in Yumen. We must not allow morale to be shaken. I will handle the Sui regulator and the Ministry of War myself. It is precisely because you are not entangled in this affair that I can entrust to you with such a crucial task. Understood. I will see that the Sui regulator continues to investigate the Weiqi matter in secret. During this crucial time, you should remain out of sight, Grandmaster. We did not meet here today. Regarding the True Lung, how is His Highness Yan Wu? At this moment, he should be Yan Wu. Yan Wu was the one who went to His Imperial Majesty on the night he died. Ooh boy. He started getting a little, he definitely started getting a bit, into it. Your Highness, 28 members of the traitor's family have been imprisoned. But after we checked the list, we found there was a single individual missing, an infant just under a month old. Wait a second. But found no traces of the baby. A newborn could not have run off by herself. Someone went through the trouble to whisk her away. The Imperial Guard will find her. Hello, Michael. Isn't it like 4 AM for you at this time? Because I remember doing one of these streams at this time. Yeah. Okay. Like I was saying, I remember doing this type of stream at this time, and you said it was 4 a.m. But, I have noticed, though, that most of the people are wanting the afternoon streams to happen, so that's why I'm mainly doing them. Otherwise, in special cases like with what happened with Limbus, I'll obviously stream towards like the later times. Anyways, I'm gonna go get back into this lore. Your Highness need not worry. The Imperial Guard will find her. Earlier today, the Minister of Justice requested a meeting. He seeks His Highness's advice on this series of cases. Handle them according to the laws of Yan. I'll tell him. Where's my elder brother now? According to our reports, he left the capital just half an hour ago. Some of the Imperial Guards have defected on with him. The soldiers guarding the city did not dare to stop him without orders to do so. Indeed, I have never ordered them to keep him in Baizhou. He was unwilling to stay and left everyone behind. How many Imperial Guardsmen went with him? 18? Even after committing such an unforgivable crime, my elder brother can still send the Grand Preceptor to die in his place. He can still command the unwavering loyalty of those 18 death-sworn. How many courtiers are still devoted to him? How many still hope that he will retake the throne? Yet it is your Highness who now sits on the throne, not him. Therefore, it falls upon your Highness to ensure Yan's eternal prosperity. All castes of Yan may afford hesitation and uncertainty, save your Highness. It's been so long since I left this palace, Grand Commandant. Tell me, has the spring yet ceased in Baizhou? The rain may stop whenever your Highness desires. If your Highness has changed his mind, you yet have time to stop them. I'm exhausted. The Imperial Kitchen has prepared some bao soup and shredded bamboo shoots, if your Highness desires. Very well. Oh, rain! Rain particles. There. Don't cry, we're on our way home. We're almost there. Pick up the pace, please, if you could. It's raining too hard and I can't see too well. Couldn't go any faster at this rate. How much further to the next station? To be honest, I just deleted Arknights a few minutes ago. Watching your stream makes me want to install it again. Well, I don't know how to respond to this. But I mean, I do know that after Eblana releases in global, Arknights does get into a little bit of a dry period. I'm pretty sure, like after this event, by the way, we're going to get contingency contract battle plan 3. Smash! Oh my god, Tris. At least 30 elite. Brother, just how urgent is your business that you'd bring your whole family along to travel on a night like this? Please, just go faster. What the? What's somebody doing out here in the wilderness at this hour? But the endless rain blocks his view. It is too dark for him to see anything. We'll have to get out of here. Sir, I'll give you all the money I have. Take your carriage to the next stage station. If anyone asks, do not tell them you carried passengers with a baby tonight. I beseech you, sir. Good sir. But, what, huh? Where are you going in this weather? Follow the path through the northern woods. Ah, what is it? The baby is gone. Silent old man. It's her. The baby is sleeping soundly in her cradle, oblivious to the mud and blood on her face. I did everything you asked. I know their methods, and I know how to answer them. Don't worry, I won't allow any blood to stain you. Good sir, I have no way to repay your kindness. No. You need not thank me. I did not do this for you. She's done so much for me, yet what I do today will neither clear her name, nor even begin to avenge her. I have no family and no affairs to settle after my death. I ask only one favor of you. Please take this girl in. You need not tell her anything. Just let her grow up and live her life in peace. You know, if she stays here, it will be risky with a greater possibility that this old case will be reopened. But isn't that what you wanted? We may be powerless to change the situation right now. But if one day, be it 3 or 4 decades later, the truth is revealed, all the blood shall not have been shed in vain. Right then, I swear it. Alright, that's the first story of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the first out of 11. Or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The first out of 12, sorry. I can clearly count. Let me close some tabs. So I have some memory in case Streamlabs goes. Story. Oh, and yeah, the before and afters as well. Check, please. Wait a minute, I'm busy. Oh, all you ordered was a big bowl of plain noodles? It's on the house. Come on. I am leaving the money on the counter. Bye. Thank you. Come again. Eating so little for lunch at that age? What gives? Too many colors blind the eyes. Too many flavors dull the tongue. One must not indulge in the desire for food. Didn't you just eat the one bowl of plain noodles? This is my 5th. I'm not like you. I prefer my food light and simple. I never add any seasonings when I eat. No salt, vinegar, chili, scallions, garlic, or spices at all. Are you planning on open memberships? That's something later down the line, really. Probably when I get to 1,000 subs, maybe I'll consider it. But for now, there's no plans for it. When I'm eating, I want to taste the food itself. If the basics are even slightly less than fresh, my taste buds will detect it instantly. Judging by your Mandarin robes, you're a deputy minister with a judicial review office, aren't you? Your tongue must be the greatest judge under heaven. Flavored water be hitting like wine. Haha, you have a way with words. When next you feel you've been wrong, come find me at the Judicial Review office. My name is Yu Cheng. Or Cheng. I'm not good with when it comes to the Chinese, like, pronunciation. I won't need to trouble your magisterial greatness with that sort of thing. I am but a humble officer of the Ministry of Rights. I'm not often wronged. Well, come see me anyways. I'll treat you to a bowl of noodles. What is your name, young man? I am called Gu Quan. Hey, Jiang. I'm here. Coming. What'll be today, Liu? I'll have the usual. Any specials today? Well, persimmons are in season. We also got a fresh batch of chestnuts today. You can either eat them raw, nice and crispy, or cooked sweet and tender. How about stewed beast belly with chestnuts, and then some osmanthus flavored dried persimmons for dessert? Nice, alright, I'll try that then. By the way, that sign we fixed for your restaurant a while back. Forgive me? Don't worry, I checked with our chef. This meal is on the house. You've taken care of all our carpentry work in the past few years. Treating you to a few meals is the least we can do. Ha ha ha, you're too kind. He's really a great cook, the greatest under heavens, I'd say. I can't find food this good anywhere else. Is this about you? That wooden talisman I gave him, I meant it. He was too modest to accept the gift. Come on, enough already. We're just a little old eatery. It's you who keeps us in business. You don't need to flatter us like that. By the way, where is that young chef of yours? I didn't see him sitting outside and chatting with the guests today. Don't even bring him up. He's been sulking since early this morning. There's this famous food critic going around lately, taking advantage of the buzz from the feast of 100 delicacies, you know. I hear she's visiting all the hidden little eateries in town, rating them one by one in the newspapers. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Where are those who share them in memory? So the thing is that I actually don't drink alcohol, so I wouldn't know what it basically tasted like. I know. I hear she published an article reviewing taverns in Baijiao. She's even writing a book. It says that she wants to compile all the best recipes from Baijiao, past and present. She calls her the wandering foodie or something like that. I have a feeling this is going to be Blaze, isn't it? She's certainly ambitious. Baijiao has countless taverns, and these places have been making their dishes for generations. To write a book about them, she'll need a wealth of knowledge and a stomach big enough for all that food. Oh, trust me, I believe, that was Zhang Li's voice line. Oh. Yeah, I haven't played Genshin, so... Yeah. The only MiHoYo game I play is Star Rail. And then my friends tell me about what's happening with they've told me like the general explanation of Honkai. And also basically how Kiana is basically just a power, even more powerful than a god, essentially. Exactly, but I hear the book she is working on, Baijiao Cuisine and Food Culture, already earned some praise from the head chefs of the 4 great restaurants, and none of them have anything bad to say about her reviews. The audio is everywhere, though. I guess I haven't heard it as much. Yup, Honkai lore is peak. It indeed is. I mean, the thing with gacha games is that most of the lore has to be peak. No matter what universe they're in. The devs will know how to make a story. I just do think that right now with, specifically with Girl's Friend Line, the lore has kinda, unlike 1, the lore kinda dropped a bit. But I think give it time and it'll get back to how great it was. And then Arknights' best lore, in my opinion, is still Lone Trail. Ooh, that you know that gives me an idea. How about we do a reading Lone Trail like stream? That would be a great idea, actually. Maybe during August I'll do that. Anyways. Rumor has it she's dropping in here today. Let the devs cook. Exactly. Especially... I also, later today, by the way, I'm going to make another video. Because I already have a video actually planned for today. I'll link it after I'm done with stream. Basically, it's gonna be my opinions about this Walpurgis Night, which... all I'm going to say is that there is nothing I can really say that's bad about. Besides, probably the little bug that happened, but other than that... I'll just say, this Walpurgis Night has hands down been the peak. It's gonna be great when I release that later. And then later on I'll start releasing the Half-Life stuff. And then obviously tomorrow will be Left 4 Dead, which that's going to be very fun to do with my friends. I could be a little bit late by an hour, just because I have a technician coming over to do some security camera work. So yeah. Anyways, back to the story. Well, you have nothing to worry about. With your chef's cooking, even the harshest critic will have nothing to criticize, right? You know his temper, whether the reviews are good or bad. He can't stand people talking about his food. The magical girls did summon many players as Walburgers. Oh yeah. It 100% did. He says he doesn't want to get into a cooking competition, but that's just because he's afraid he'll lose. Alright, that's enough of that. Haha, the only thing I'm worried about is people discovering this place, so I won't be able to get a table here anymore. I will say though, I would let those magical girls in Walpurgis Night to drain me once again. Anyways, knock on wood. Oh, another customer. Hey look, the two of you coming right at this hour. We're right across from the Judicial Review Office, so I guess it's kind of become your unofficial cafeteria. If it wasn't for this restaurant, I would have resigned to land and moved home ages ago. Could you share some lore about Arknights, i.e. the main story? Basically, what's the best way I can describe Arknights' story. So, so you're basically the doctor. Like that's your main guy. And what we're trying to do with Rhodes Island is that we're trying to find a cure for erypathy, which is this like crystallization like thing that comes from the rocks, which basically a lot of people call it rock cancer. But then, because if you're infected with it, you're basically going to be dead. So, like I said, rock cancer. And during the main story, there's a movement called the Reunion that's been trying to fight for the infected. But they're trying to kill anyone that opposes them, and Rhodes Island gets caught in the middle of all this because they're trying to save the Doctor. So that's like the prologue to everything. And then part 1, or no, that was part 1. So then part 2, which that would be the Ursa stuff. Did I miss anything? Not really. I'm just explaining the Arknights like main story the best I can. What else can I say about the part 2? So, in part 2, we battle it out even more. I don't remember much of part 2. I remember most of part 3, that's the thing. Because part 3 is the Victoria one, and Victoria is having like a civil war happening over there. Basically, part 2 is like us subduing the Reunion movement, and then part 3, obviously, in part 3, we have Victoria that goes on an absolute civil war with the with Castil, and Rhodes Island is involved because, spoiler alert, Omnia is the Lord of Fiends. And then chapter 15, we have to fight. I'll spoil chapter 15 here, so if you don't want to hear this, mute the audio right now. Chapter 15, which is not out in global, by the way, we will fight our end game, which is Priestess. And then, so, when Arknights Enfield comes out, that's, like, basically going to likely be the sequel to Arknights. I think that's the best all I can explain it. Basically, there's videos about this stuff, which I'm sure will explain this a lot better than I can. But yeah. Basically, Arknights' story really takes off after Chapter 6. It's not to say, like, the first few chapters are bad, but Chapter 6 is when Arknights' story goes blazing. Don't say such things. We have a duty. How could you think of resigning? What's up? Why so serious? It's the Feast of 100 Delicacies, of course. The busiest time of the year for the office. I haven't had a good night's sleep in a month. Who can keep going like this? The precautions are necessary, though. There are so many tourists here now. If something bad were to happen, it would be a disaster for everyone. Would you recommend playing Arknights or waiting for Enfield? If you want to get all the if you're going to play Enfield, I would say play or at least look up like Arknights' lore first, then Enfield. Because Enfield's is going to be the sequel, so. Because I believe it's set 152 years after Terra. And this is also when they have a cure. Well, not a cure, but a little remedy for erypathy. If it's like light to moderate. Aripathy. So yeah, I'd recommend doing Arknights first before diving into Enfield, because Enfield should be releasing this year, because their certificate expires on October. No matter how careful we are, there's just too much going on. Something is bound to happen. Hey, enough shop talk. Just enjoy the food. Cool. Wait. Oh, okay, I didn't skip it either. You think we're talking about work just because we want to? Ugh. By the way, did you hear about the Ding Feng Lo case? What case? If there's something to say, just say it. Why all the secrecy? I'm not trying to be secretive. This case is just downright eerie. On the 15th of last month, when Ding Feng Lo was busiest, every one of its 100 or so stoves were burning all day and late into the night. That night, one of the stoves caught fire, and the staff could not put it out. A handful of chefs were injured. The Originium pipes sprung a leak, was it? That's nothing new. Well, the investigators could not determine whether the pipe had been tampered with or not. Hundreds of people have access to that kitchen. Who knows if someone did something? You must know that Ding Feng Lo is the most famous restaurant in Baijiao, and the organizer of the feast. The thing that makes this incident particularly strange is that it happened on the same 15th day of the month, and the fire started on the 100th stove. Some say they saw a strange silhouette amidst the flames. Let's stick to the facts, yes? We don't need to fabricate things here. I'm telling you the truth. Many people said they saw it. The work you do at the Judicial Review Office is pretty interesting. Listening to you talk about your cases is like reading a detective novel. Come now, we're hardly authors here. It's just whenever a case drags on for a few weeks without progress, I have nightmares about it. Actually, now that you mention it, I also heard about a strange case recently. I'm hearing myself. What? Huh. There's nothing supernatural about it, it's just plain weird. Oh, another juicy story, do tell. I really shouldn't divulge too many details about this. You can't tease us like that, the suspense is killing me. This is a matter of great importance. The place where this incident occurred is truly significant. It was the Mr. Ning's manor, former Minister of Rights. My Shifu has been investigating this case for a while now. I have only heard an overview. You won't tell me more. Mr. Ning has been retired for several years now. He's in the process of leaving Baijiao and moving back to his hometown in Jiangnan. But a few days ago, a strange thief broke into his mansion. Nothing was stolen, no one was hurt, but in one of the guest rooms there was a painting of a Xian hanging on the wall, and someone used melted honey to draw a line across the Xian's mouth. What? Of course, the mansion was heavily guarded, but the thief seemed to know the layout very well. And that thief, whether down to incredible skill or sheer experience, left no trace behind. My Shifu and the others have their hands full trying to crack the case. Sealing the lips with honey? Isn't that from the legend of the Stone God? It ensures the Stone God will say more good things than bad. The thief vandalized the painting, but didn't steal anything of value. They don't care for money. So did they have some other motive? What motive could they have? Mr. Ning is an honorable Mandarin. He has a decades-long record of dutiful public service. Who could have any issue with him? Regardless, he is an important counter-Mandarin. The ransacking of his manor is no small matter, especially at a time like this. So our greatest fear come true. Oh hey, I just thought of something. You scared me. What's the thought? I just remembered that I also saw something weird a few days ago, right? Right in this very restaurant. Oh? It was 3 days ago. I was here eating when a real strange customer walked in. He looked to be one of the older side. He was still wearing a prison outfit, as if he had just been released by the Judicial Review Office. He sat down and ordered 20 bowls of white rice, nothing else. He downed them in no time flat. That's all you're gonna eat? Eating all that rice is bound to make you choke. Why don't we whip up 2 little entrees for you and a bowl of soup on the house? No, it's Stanghyuan rice. Nice and fresh, and the finest of the land. What other food could I possibly need? I filled my belly. I've no need for any free dishes. Check, please. After the funny fellow finished eating, he grabbed all 20 empty bowls and walked out of the restaurant. He kept walking until he reached the Judicial Review Office. He threw the piles of bowl at the door of the office and yelled, "I'm the one who set the fire in the scrollery." Well, I'm sure you know more about it than me, especially with my terrible memory. Who was that guy anyway? What happened to him in the end? There's no way I could discuss something like that with you. Shh, there are civilians at the next table over. Don't worry about them. I've heard that lady speaking Victorian. I think they're foreigners. They don't understand what we're saying anyways. Please! And perfect Yannies. Lao Ban Tian Gan. Exposed. Anyways, let me put the BRB screen up because I need my water. Alright, I'm back. Does Arknights have any character that's normal human? Or, oh wait, I muted myself. Whoops. Does Arknights have any character that's normal human? They say that it's Doctor and Priestess that are the normal humans. but like they're like a very long species of type of humans though. They're like, oh shit. Red soak special mala tofu, soft yellow shells, autumn casserole, and jade surprise. And that's all she ordered. Is she trying to challenge us? She seems very polite. She just looked at the menu and picked out these dishes. Didn't look like she was asking for trouble. You think she might be that food critic the one who wrote Baizhao Cuisine and Food Culture? What kind of food critic comes in and orders nothing but tofu? Relax, chef, relax. You know how things are going in here, business-wise. The future of our restaurant hinges upon this very moment. You have to do your best. The dishes must be flawless. Two jugs of wine. Sits at the table with two mandarins of the Judicial Review Office. Please, drink and enjoy. This wine was meant for sharing. Aye aye, so what happened next? What became of the weirdo who threw the empty rice bowls? Good lady, what you just heard was nothing more than idle diner's chatter. Whatever you do, please do not share this information with anyone else. Where's the cliffhanger? Where's the steak? God damn it! Okay. I see what you're doing here. Oh man. I'm sending that over to my friend over on Discord. I'm a Mandarin of the Judicial Review Office, madam. I'm not a storyteller in the tea house. What a coincidence, I have a good friend who works there too. And here I was thinking everybody at the Judicial Review Office was stuffy, pretentious, and tight-lipped. Ahem. Dear madam, have you come to Yan all by yourself, or are you on vacation? Let's not be so formal. My Annie's name is Huan, or Blazin Victorian. And yes, I guess you could say I'm here on vacation. The little cat. I love the cat face she's making. Oh man. This is truly Blaze, the Arknights character, right here. I haven't met any Victorians who speak Yanese as well as you do. Have you lived in Yan previously? Actually no, but I'm not 100% Victorian. My father is Yanese. 3 rules, you say. Yes, if you can't follow these rules, I won't be able to take you back to Baizhao. Okay, lay them on me. First, be wary of strangers. Do not, of your own volition, take actions that are unnecessary. What do you take me for? A 3-year-old? I know that. What else? Second, do not tell anyone that you are infected. Do I really need you to tell me that? Third, do not, under any circumstances, tell anyone about your father. Okay. You are an important witness in all of these major cases, as well as an important piece of evidence. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, my headphones got unplugged. I just looked down and saw it getting unplugged. I was like, bruh. That makes sense. I didn't make the connection until now. That Baizhao means 100 stoves in Victorian. You know what they say, to the people, food is heaven. Yes, the name Baizhao, bestowed ages ago by the reigning True Lung, means to tend all cooking stones under heaven. I thought my iPad glitched again. Well, it certainly was not the iPad. Later, someone says exquisite food demands meticulous preparation. See, fine food doesn't just fill your stomach, it soothes your soul. There are different dishes for every season and every region. The best chefs, they have a wealth of knowledge and the power of gods at their fingertips. Please, let's eat. Enough fooling around with foreign tourists. Order up. Oh, that is a beautiful CG. Oh, wait, no. Alright, do you have any special fondness for tofu or... these are all tofu dishes? They have different names, so I had no idea. Who would have thought that Yan has had so many different types of tofus? Oh! Oh, it's Lace's sisters! Oh, whoops, might have skipped some things. Whatever, there's more than enough tofu for everyone. We'll enjoy it all together. Isn't that the custom here in Yan after all? Alright, let's dig in. Alright, let me get this for my friend. What's this? I don't remember ordering a dessert. Did she send out the food? Does she like it? Actually, she didn't really eat much. She gave most of it away to the other customers. Ugh. Settle down, she might be feeling out of the ambiance, you know. Just calm down, let's see what happens. So what is this feast of 100 delicacies you keep talking about? You may speak fluent Yanese, madame, but there are clearly gaps in your knowledge of our culture. The Feast of 100 happens every year in mid-autumn when the True Lung convenes meetings with mandarins at all levels to discuss state affairs. If it's just a bunch of government meetings, why is it called the Feast of 100 Delicacies? That has a beautiful origin story. Many years ago, held a birthday banquet, and all mandarins presented him with a gift including all manner of rare treasures from all across Yan. But there was one mandarin, a young assistant minister from the Ministry of Revenue, who gave the True Lung a bowl of pearl jade soup. Lifted the bowl only to find a lump of rotten cabbage leaves and a scant of few grains of brown rice floating in some water. That doesn't sound very appetizing. What is the meaning of this? The assistant manager replied. There was a flood in Jiangxi this year, so we had a terrible harvest. What you see in the bowl here is what the peasants have been eating every day. Speaking up for what's right. That's what any good mandarin should do. Still doing it to the True Lung's face on his birthday takes some serious guts. Yes, the surprising thing is the True Lung did not punish the young mandarin. Instead, he praised him and ordered all the other mandarins to follow that example. Ooh, interesting. Cut the funds and then helped helped safeguard. Fortune soup to show that fineries were thriving. Insemination, the annual banquet became a tradition called the Feast of 100 Delicacies, held every year during the Mid-Autumn Festival. And all restaurants in the city serve dishes from the traditional 100 delicacies, welcoming all the people to join in the celebration. Really no food, don't they? This little shop here is a great example. It may look ordinary, but it serves top-notch eats. Just look how many different types of tofu they can make. Amazing. Then again, these cakes here, they taste different to the ones I've had before, and not in a good way. I think there's something not quite right with them. Huh? Why is everyone gone silent? Blaze! I can't believe he stepped on a landmine. Was it you? Oh, no, 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 no. You're the one criticizing my food? Oh, dear God. Oh, boy. You is not happy. I thought that was rapper. What do you want to show me? Pick up the pace a little, we'll be there soon. Somehow. That would be funny if a Sui sibling had, like, done rapping as, like, one of their things. If you walk in the snow by the stream, the fragrant plum blossoms are rare. However, you can find some at the base of the mountain. I suppose the views of the fireworks against the city skyline from atop the mountain could be the only thing worth climbing all the way up there. Fireworks? Who cares about those? I brought you here to see this pine tree. It can withstand the cold weather? No, that's not what's special about it. I planted this tree myself right before I assumed my post in Baijiao. Back then, I had the same mindset as you. After all these years, I'm a different person now. This tree is a different tree. I don't understand. That doesn't matter. All you need to know... All you need to do now is look at the tree imprinted in your memory. Qiangyan, you will do well in the Judicial Review Office. You will go on to be an excellent deputy minister, or maybe a minister of yourself. Those cases will not be a problem. There's really only one issue that you'll need to focus on. Will you be able to handle the truth? I don't understand. You don't need to understand now. Every once in a while, you will think back to this pine tree once you've spent enough time contemplating the tree. You will understand the rest. After I die, cut down the tree, use its wood to fashion my coffin. Mr. Yu, we should be going. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. Flames. Years of wind and snow, moments fleeting like blossoms, morning and evening night light. Once more I think back to the pine tree and the mountain path buried in snow. Yu Cheng, what penalty do you propose to atone your guilt? sleeping. Cough, cough. Huh? What time is it? Has the suspect confessed yet? Sensor G engine. This is a serious matter. Please mind your words and behavior. This is a routine internal matter for the Judicial Review Office. The Department of Discipline and Supervision is just going through the motions. It's not a big deal. However, this trial certainly has been interesting. Quite well-tempered. I've never seen her that angry before. Gonna recline now. Chen-che, Yu Cheng, you served in the Judicial Review Office once. You took an oath before the Bronze Mirror. Do you really think the JRO is the proper place for you to act like a spoiled brat? That's an unjust accusation. You asked me that you needed to ask, and I answered them. What else would you want me to do? On the 15th of last month, around 1:45, someone set fire to the southern end of the JRO scrollery. That person was me. Liar! When the fire broke out, you were in pre-trial detention. How could you have started it? If you blamed the fire, you had help. Name your co-conspirator. I had no co-conspirator. However, I did have a helper. A foul beast. At night, a wounded foul beast landed by the window of my cell. I fed it a few grains of rice and some fresh water. The foul beast was quite intelligent. I saved it, and it was willing to return the favor. I gave it a burning straw and told it to fly to the scrollery. What? Yu Cheng, the courtroom has no time for your games. I'm not playing games. Ask me anything, and I will answer truthfully. Okay. Very well. You say you started the fire. Elaborate on that, if you will. What species of foul beast was it that you used? Do I look like a foul beast expert? I only remember that it was completely black, without a gray, single stray hair. As black as the human heart. You said you gave the foul beast a burning straw. You were locked in a cell. Where did you get the straw? I picked it out of my sleeping cushion. Your cushion was made out of cotton. Then my memory is mistaken. It must have fallen in from the foul beast's nest. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good luck on whatever you're doing. I'll see you next stream, I guess. Take care, Michael. Have a good night. Because reading the entire lore is going to be a long one. Okay, alright, there we go. The guards did a full search after the fire. They did not find any foul beast's nest. If criminals didn't try to cover their tracks, we wouldn't need the JRO or the Ministry of Justice, wouldn't we? That foul beast understood human nature. Why, you? Alright, as for how I lit the straw in the first place, I struck the cell bars with these iron shackles exactly 863 times, one for each year of the JRO's existence. That is as much detail as I can provide on fire. Will it do? Madame Minister, do you have more questions for me? Seems that he has been reading some fanciful stories since his retirement. It's no time for jokes. She had the patience to play along with him and indulge his insanity. Do you want to enter this line into the record? Of course. Interesting. Was once appointed deputy minister for the JRO's Halron Pavilion. There, he took down countless corrupt mandarins and notorious criminals. However, after his retirement, you convicted him of fabricating evidence, which is how he ended up here. Do you regret your choice, Liazy? The law is the law. A bends for no man. Stop trying to stir up troubles, Censor GA. When he was charged with fabricating evidence, he did not question or protest. Now, after he's been convicted, he decides to start a fire? That's not right. I still have questions. Yes, Deputy Minister Liazy? Yes, intently. As an ugly grin crosses his face. You need only take notes. What was his motive? Why bother asking his motive? I'm the one who set the fire to his scrollery. You must believe me. As for why I did it, there were 74,000 cases in the southern section of the scrollery, the result of 60 years of painstaking effort and the hard work of 24 deputy ministers, and you saw fit to turn it all to ash? Watching his every move, as I see it, it was no great loss. Those files were filled with half-truths, whitewashed fabrications, and outplayed lies. Gazing upon them dirties the eyes, thinking of them taints the mind. So I thought it'd be best to cleanse it all in flames. Cleanse? Just what are you trying to say? What I am trying to say, if you keen to know, then let's have a discussion about which I burned. Was it clean or dirty? Mental disease, it's getting late. Shall we conclude the questioning for today? Escort Yu Chang back to his cell. I truly regret we subjected the Department of Discipline and Supervision to this circus here today. Vexing case, we understand. The JRO will sure to submit a full explanation to the Department of Discipline and Supervision. I hope it can be resolved quickly so I don't have to make so many trips here. We've planted way too many Camp 4 trees in this courtyard. They're making me sneeze. I shall take my leave now. Liazy, see you. You should be off too, Liazy. The remnants of the burned southern section. She hears a faint voice. Ling Chuan, it's almost time. Do not forget. Achoo! You're still here. I was waiting to chat for you for a minute. It's not convenient to talk in there. If you still want to save, investigate Yu Chang's case, you'd better move quickly. After the feast is over, all prisoners detained will either be transferred to another prison or exiled. In any case, the cells must be emptied within 2 weeks. 2 weeks? The Imperial Decree should reach you shortly. I just spotted it early, so I'm giving you a heads up. And here I thought you didn't care much for these things. It is within my power to avoid caring, but you cannot get it out of your head. Yu Chang is very important to you, isn't he? He taught me, he was kind of like a teacher in the JRO. He's the one who taught me to distinguish right from wrong. When I first discovered that he fabricated evidence to convict a corrupt Mandarin, well, I shrugged it off as using any means necessary to achieve justice. However, I never imagined he would set fire to the scrolls slowly. There's absolutely no justice in that. I can't figure him out. But it does provoke a question. They've never emptied the jails for the feast before. Why did they do it this year? This matter may not concern you directly, but I'm sure you've heard something about it. You men experienced a catastrophe at the beginning of the year, then this summer we suffered the Da Huang incident. And what was the root cause of all this? The bestial Sui. This 1,000-year-old case must finally be resolved. I dare not engage the presumptuous speculation. This is as I can say for now. Jishin, why did you terminate the ongoing interrogation? As for the saying goes, words may deceive, so trust your eyes. I wager you haven't seen the burned scrollery yet. No, I have not. Perhaps you'd better go see it for yourself. I will take my leave. The restaurant, which was loud and boisterous just a moment ago, goes completely silent. The regulars anticipating what is to come file out of the diner one by one. Of course, they remember to leave money for their meals. Jane, close the door. What happened? Alright, I'm back now. Wasn't she just eating these tangerine cakes here? Yes, she was. And didn't you tell me she was criticizing the taste? No, she said they taste different, not bad, just different. I guess you'd call it criticism. They're not exactly orthodox, different to what I've had before. So you're the head chef, eh? Pretty young, aren't you? Don't try to change the subject. I was just critiquing the food. That's not a capital offense. Besides, I thought the rest of the dishes were awesome. Now you're on to flattery. This is my restaurant and I have my rules. You either tell me what's wrong with the tangerine cakes or I won't let you leave. I told you already, they taste different to the ones I've had before. Where and when did you eat them before? Oh, maybe more than 10 years ago. When I was living in Victoria, a relative sent them to me. Did you come here to stir up trouble? Jang, escort her out! No, we're not in the habit of kicking customers out of the restaurant. Good, madam, think for a minute. What exactly is it about these cakes that taste different? Maybe this is all some kind of misunderstanding? Let me think. I remember the tangerine cakes I had before were sweeter. Yes, you must not have used enough sugar. Need more sugar? Ha 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 ha. Do you think I took you for a food critic? You are a woman with absolutely no taste. I won't waste my time arguing with you. Please leave. You say I have no taste when the real problem is your cooking. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh no. My cooking, you say? Don't make me laugh. My cooking, my culinary talent, my... Alright then, I'll make you a bet. Go out the store and sample the food at some other restaurants. If you find it better, I'll give you this entire shop. No, please no. But if you can't find better food, you have to sit at this table by the window and shout out to the streets. Shout what? Apologize to me 100 times. What would I want with your restaurant? Let's do this instead. If I find that tastes better, then you'll let me eat here for a month free. And he'll teach me how to cook a few of the tastiest dishes in Yanni's cuisine, also free of charge. Huh? There's an old Yanny saying, give a man a fin, and you'll feed him per day. Teach a man to fin catch, and you'll feed him for a lifetime. This is easily the fishing, like, line. This restaurant, when I leave, I can't take it with me. If you teach me how to cook a few tasty dishes, I can cook for them for my friends. But weren't you just criticizing my cooking? I told you, all your other dishes taste great. Wait a moment. Don't think you can just trick me like that. We still need to discuss the tangerine cakes. Okay, then I'll take your bet. I know, I can find tangerine cakes somewhere in Baizhou, but that tastes like the ones I had before. Huh? Well, what's that weird smell? I think that's coming from the back of the kitchen. I know that smell. It's like something is overcooked. My stew! Dear customer, I apologize. Our head chef has a bad temper and is easily offended. Please come again, alright? Pretty weird. I've heard that skilled chefs tend to be eccentric. In fact, I'll bet the reason he was able to become a good chef was precisely because he always takes his food so seriously. Did you notice that each of the 5 tofu dishes he ordered had tofu cut in a different way, yet every piece of tofu within each dish was exactly the same size and shape? I don't think many chefs in Baizhou could accomplish that. You overheard our argument? Sorry, I wasn't eavesdropping on you. You were just within earshot. You were all having such fun, sharing your dishes amongst yourself. Well, I believe you accidentally took the plate of tangerine cakes that I ordered. Oh, sorry about that. What a dummy I was, taking someone's phone and then having a fight with the chef over it. Classic Blaze moment. Wow. SMH Blaze, SMH. I can't believe you took your sister's food from her. You wait here, I'll order you some straight away. No, there's no need for that. I came here to try the food. After seeing how much you all enjoyed it, well, I figured it must be good enough. However, I'm still a little curious. What exactly did you not like about the tangerine cakes? I can't really put my finger on it, but I just know I've eaten better ones before. Are you sure the dish you ate before was indeed tangerine cakes? Of course. When my relatives lived in Baizhou and would ship me these cakes, there's no way I'd be wrong, I'm sure. May I trouble you with a request, then? You're going out to another that serves these soon. Can you take me with you? Sure, you're from Baizhou, aren't you? That's perfect. You know your way around these parts. Then again, it's getting kind of late. Let's meet here again tomorrow at noon. What do you say? Certainly. Alright, by the way, my name is Blaze. I'm a tourist from Victoria. How should I call you? I'm a woman on a few hobbies. I like to write, and I like to eat. My pen name is The Wandering Foodie. In any case, you may call me Xingzhu. Yeah, Xingzhu for short. I really love her design. Oh, wait, what's this? Such a trove of knowledge, these wonderful archives. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Immediately when I saw this, I was immediately thinking of the Fate. So I don't know if you guys have seen Unlimited Blade Works, but in episode like 20, it's either 19 or 20, where it plays Brave Shine by Aimer. Yeah, that was a surprise to be held with, that's for sure. The dark space still has a lingering... acrid? Is that how you say it? Acrid? Smell on the collapsed beams of ironwood. Murky raindrops tremble, ready to fall. The iron chests that once held so many records and books have been warped and twisted by the flames. The paper and ink within have smoldered to ash, leaving only faint traces of words. Do not linger here too long. Rain showers after a fire send smoke up into the air. What have we learned? Determined it was arson. Fire time and location matched Yu Chang's confession perfectly. Squirrel. Yet on the night of fire, the guards didn't notice anything. Not only that, perpetrator was highly skilled in Kung Fu, but also had the knowledge of the JRO's layout. They must have been working with Yu Chang for some time. You're saying that you think this was an inside job? We cannot be certain. How bad was the damage? All records were from old cases, which has little effect on our current work. However, if these cases were ever to be reviewed in the future, there would be no evidence for us to look on. Nearly all of these cases were Yu Chang's responsibilities. Do you really believe Yu Chang was the one who burned the scrollery? Absolutely not. No matter what nonsense he spouts, he was imprisoned when the fire broke out. There's no way he could have done something himself. However, I'm sure he's involved in some way. He's working with someone else. What did he mean when he suggested that the files are dirty? Is there something on your mind? Do you still remember the last case Yu Chang investigated before he retired? How could I forget? 40 years ago, stabbed in the assassins turned out to be a mad beggar. To uncover the man's identity, but to no avail. Classified the murder as a random, spur-of-the-moment act of violence. So, either second or third degree murder. But nearly 30 years later, Yu Chang accused the sitting Minister of Rights, Ning Shu, of being the murderer. I worked with Yu Chang for many years, so I knew him better than anyone. However, in the last few years at the office, he began to change. Something radicalized him. He began doing whatever it takes to catch criminals. He even started fabricating evidence to close cold cases and settle old scores. The accusations against him were baseless. Then why did Minister Ning resign? What do you mean? Do you still remember Gu Chuang? It all began when Gu Chuang, serving as the envoy, died en route to Victoria. Yu Chang believed that Minister Nin murdered the Minister of Justice and then killed the most important witnesses in the case 30 years later. That's absurdity. Only just taken office, how could he be connected to a case 30 years prior? Moreover, he drowned near the Victorian border. How could the minister have orchestrated this all the way from Baijiao? In the case files, the files are somewhere in this pile of ash that lays before you. Why raise these two cases now? Do you think they're connected with the fire, somehow? I would call it a hunch. Yu Chang's confession has drawn our attentions, but clearly there's some kind of larger scheme behind the fire. The real question isn't who set the fire, but the arsonist's ultimate goal. Would you hand this case over to me? No. On what grounds? Yu Chang asked you to take notes during his trial. That is what you understand, and it is also the reason I cannot allow you to participate any further. Whatever Yu Chang's playing, you are most certainly a part of it. I know you regard him as your mentor and couldn't bear to see his reputation tarnished, but I will assign someone else to investigate the fire. Rest assured, we will get to the bottom of this. What about the cases Yu Chang once investigated? You'd best forget about those. No matter what you intend to investigate, it's simply not a good time. Why do you say that? Lazy, you are Deputy Minister of the JRO, not some patrolwoman. Every case you handle has a ripple effect. Your so-called act of justice may very well become a dagger in the hands of those with ulterior motives. So you know what's really going on with these cases, don't you? Stay away from Yu Chang's cases, that is my suggestion. Do not force me to make it an order. Oh, and I have one final piece of advice. You must learn to prioritize. The past is never as important as the present. Still standing in the same spot. She walks down the path that's been cleared through the rubble, through the place that once held so many case files. The arsonist's motive is quite clear. He never wanted those cases to see the light of day. Whatever Yu Chang fabricated evidence or not, all available clues in both cases point to Ning Shu. Allow Minister of Rights assassinate another high-ranking Mandarin. A green? It's a pine tree. Yu Chang, you. Use its wood to fashion my coffin. Easy, it's almost time. Do not forget. Expense water ball bill is 2,000 and electricity is 2,500 while ingredients cost. Go do your accounting somewhere else, please. I can't stand you buzzing in my ear. According to my calculations, if you can come up with another 3,000, we'll be able to keep the doors open past this month. And where am I going to dig out that coin? There are ways to it, like the 2 months of meals owed by Wang the carpenter. Or you can visit the shopkeeper Liu across the street and ask him for the balance he owes for last month's funeral banquet. Collect enough of these debts and we can make it through the month. That's less than ideal, isn't it? Customers on credit are on the top spot. Going up to them and calling in the debt right now feels awkward to say the least. You want to play the good guy? Why, every time the rent collector comes calling, do you ask me to deal with him? You're big-boned. Even if the rent collector's angry, he won't take you in a fight. Maybe there's another way. Ding Feng Lo is coming here again today to hand out invitations for the competition. They're hiring chefs in preparation for the feast. If you can win the competition, the prize money will be enough to pay the rent through the end of the year. No. No way, no how. I am a proud owner and head chef of Savor at Hughes. How could I stoop so low as to work for someone else? It's no ordinary cook. The head chef of Ding Feng Lo doesn't take apprentices, but even a casual demonstration provides enough to keep most chefs learning for 3 to 5 years. Many people dream of working under, never to get to have a chance. Besides, it's for the feast. The menu recorded every year is passed down through generations as a lifelong dream of countless chefs. Those who attend are free to go. I shall not. Are you scared? Damn! I'm not scared, you're scared. Okay, you. What feast of 100 delicacies? It's nothing more than a group of old gray hairs hosting a dinner party. All they ever talk about is politics. They don't even have a chance to eat. It's a waste of time. Just listen to your arrogance. You talk as you've been there in person. I've catered so many banquets, they're all the same. You won't take any of my suggestions, I guess? So we're just going to have to let this restaurant fail then. Well, I've got to start making new career plans. I'll start making extra each day through the end of the month. Don't you want your restaurant to do well? I'm not even sure you opened it in the first place. People need to eat. As long as we have customers who want to eat my food, this restaurant will do just fine. More importantly, I'm promised I'd wait for a certain customer, and that one still hasn't shown. I can't close the shop yet. Who do you need to wait for? It's just not that time yet. A great stew demands patience. You have to add in the ingredients at the right time. There's no need to rush. Blaze! What's with this thing? I can't get any channels and I want to watch the news. Hey, you're back. Indeed. What have you learned? I've brought some food for you. I found a new restaurant. The kitchen sinks to high heaven, but the cooking is pretty solid. Alright, there's another thing. Today I found these snacks that my dad once sent me a long time ago. Who gave you permission to leave your room as you please? What? Seriously? I've been living off to take out for 3 days straight. I just wanted to go out and grab a bite to eat. Is that not allowed? How many times have I told you your identity and status are extremely important? Your current situation is dreadfully tenuous. Are you taking this seriously or not? Liazy, are you off your rocker? We already established the 3 rules. No one said I was confined to my room. I had a good life back at Rhode Island. Then you showed up and told me my father's death was suspicious without giving any details. I came all the way to Baizhou, the place where my dad used to live, and you still haven't told me anything. You've made me stay in this room day after day, and now you have the gall to yell at me? That is... Oh! Let's go. Blaze is gaslighting. That's my girl. Forgive me, I should have not scolded you. This current situation is not as bad I had anticipated. What situation is that? Is there anything I can do to help? I don't know. A lot of unexpected things happened in Baizhou before we arrived. If you would aid me, then simply do what you can to avoid danger, understood? As for your father, I just happened to handle that case a few years ago. Someone I trusted deeply. Your father seemed to have been spending a lot of time pursuing a few certain truth. His death was suspicious, really fine. At large, we don't know for certain, nor can we hope to guess. But your mere existence is the most important piece of evidence we have. Please, I vow to you, I will find the truth, and once I do, I will tell you everything. However, until I need you to trust me, I need you to cooperate with me. By the way, what were you saying about your father just now? I said I found these snacks that he used to send me a long time ago. And they don't taste the same as they used to. Maybe it's just because I'm remembering it wrong. The situation remains the same, yet the people have changed. No, that's not right. The situation has also changed. Well then, a more saying would be times change, and with them change all things. Too much time has passed from back then. But these are the facts that one of you that relates to my father. When I lived with my mother in Victoria, my dad would send them to me from time to time. Naive. Everyone always so long starts for that happy ending. I had to do things with the bunny screwed. My dad was gone. Oh damn. 07 to Blaze. Before you came and found me, I always thought my dad's death was an accident. I was sad, but there was something I could do about it. But if you're telling me my father was murdered, then we have a different story. I need to learn the truth. I owe that to my father and myself. In all truth, I know very little of what happened to your father. Many of the old archives have been lost, and very little information can be extracted from what remains. We can see that your father worked as a ceremonial officer in the Ministry of Rights for over 10 years, but never got promoted. It seems he was not well suited to serve in the public office. However, to stay in a position like that for over a decade, he must have been a good person. Good people also die. She walks over to a window, closes her eyes, and rubs her temples. Runs right behind them. Alright, I can't believe it's almost 2 hours and we're just doing these 2 stories. Well then,
音楽がまだ言葉の代わりにならないというのなら、お互いにまだ話すべきことがたくさんあるわね、ドクター。
Oh. Oh, alright, okay. Yum yum. So let's see. I have a before and after. I think most of these are going to have a before and after. Okay, actually, this stage doesn't have it, luckily. This one... Before and after. Yep. Okay, so... OR5 is like the only one we don't have one, but... I think that's fine for what it's worth, though. So I think it's best we just continue onwards. Well, let's try to get up to 4-4. And then we'll call the stream there. Maybe for Arknights, I'll go ahead and stream it towards the later night. It's High Autumn with its Soul's Crown. As the seasons have flown by, each year, these fruits wipe away old memories of previous harvests. The old man sits under the tree, sleeping in the shade. Grandfather? Grandfather. Huh? What? Sichu, you're back? Yes, I got delayed on the way back, but made it in time for the Mid-Autumn Festival. I've been thinking a lot these days. I've been watching the Persimmons grow redder and redder. We wouldn't be able to eat them together this year. Not sure how many harvests more I will see. If you had to come back any later, you may not have seen me here. Grandpa, as she would have done. She looks at the man closely. He seems to have a few new wrinkles on his forehead this time, ruffling the old man's hair. Our trial in Dahyuan's first mobile plate last month. So they allowed me 2 weeks of vacation. You've worked really hard. I heard about the goings-on in Dahyuan. As soon as they happened, I've detailed all my criticisms in my letters. I know you were involved, but every Yanese Mandarin is duty-bound to protect the people. As an assistant minister of the Ministry of Rights, you must take responsibility for the poor management over there. Deducting half a year's pay is letting you off easily. You have nothing to complain about. Of course, I shall not complain. I take errors to heart. Do not focus on what you've already done, focus on what you haven't done yet. As a magistrate, you must carry out the orders of your superiors while winning over and maintaining the trust of those below you, the citizens. In your position, everyone you do is only what was expected of you in the first place. However, should you fail in the even slightest of your responsibilities, it would be an unforgivable transgression. If you do not understand this, you are not fit to wear your magisterial robes. Devote all your energy. I still remember the words you taught me so many moons ago. I shall take this mistake to heart, but I shan't despair. Quitting now would basically be shirking my responsibilities. Yes, okay. I have said enough. Therefore I have no right to interfere. About your injury, are you well? Do not worry, Grandfather. I recovered quite some time ago. May take 3 months to heal, so make the time to go see a doctor. An old friend of mine gave me medicine patches. I'll give you some to take on the way back home for you. Very well, Grandfather. You kids are always making me worry. I'm just about to move back to my hometown. My son and daughter never come out to see me. And your sister's never home. Everyone's forgotten about me. What you say about my sisters sounds true. But as far as you being forgotten, forgive me. But these past few days, you've closed all your doors to all visitors. Fuck this again? Kids these days don't know your priorities, do you? I haven't had a single moment of peace in this courtyard since the beginning of last month. The youth today are clever. Dare not to knock. My poor hydrangeas. I spent so long growing them, and these kids have already drank 3 pots this year. Gah. You've had so many visitors. I would wager the minister came and showed you the draft list of the feast, didn't he? It's very rare to see the true long even once a year, so I'm sure he would treasure the chance to learn the latest court gossip. I have no reasons to meet the young lad. He's a minister, after all. What does he need my input for? Come now. You served the decades in the Ministry of Rights. Your achievements were many, and your legacy is secured. That's all in the past. If we focus on the past, how will we deal with the present? Mr. Ning, you have a guest. I told you no visitors. Who is it anyways? He says he's an advisor of human. Never heard of him. Don't care who he is. I said no visitors. Wait a moment. Might the advisor be here to see me? Good sir, our master is not accepting visitors right now. Please come back another time. Please tell Ning, your master, that an old friend is here. Sir, no offense, but judging by your age, are you sure you're an old friend of the master's? That's true, I dare not make up stories. Mr. Liang? Do you not recognize me? Miss Ning, it's been a while. I heard you just, you returned back to Baizhou. I wanted to see you. Don't just stand there, Shichu. Invite your friend for a bit. Well. What's the matter? Why isn't there anyone eating? I feel like the third wheel here, and an old one at that. Maybe I'll just step away for a moment, and the two of you can enjoy your meal? No, you got it all wrong. It's us young kids who are intruding on your magisterial greatness. Grandfather, don't scare him like that. I'm only kidding, Liang Jun, I assure you. She used to write me letters talking about a magistrate there who was both surprisingly talented and dedicated to his people. Today I finally got to meet him. When did I... It's my birthday in 3 days. I wasn't planning to go through the trouble of organizing a grand party or anything. So today eating dinner and chatting with you two youths is how I will celebrate my birthday. Well, let us wish many more years of your health, wealth, and life to your greatness. You're your grandfather. Many happy returns. Alright, enough of that. Let's eat. You're the advisor of human. All the way to Baizhou. Took it right to Baizhou. As for why human traveled to Baizhou, surely you remember that? Oh yes, because of that same old problem again. Still no resolution. It's been so long I've retired, and I still hear those voices in my nightmares. It gives me a headache. It's a problem that existed for several millennia now. Other times they get worse. Of being a dictator. But your grandfather must keep private, you know? Sure is Sagarta, that's for sure. No matter, I am an ordinary citizen now. I am free to speak as I please without fear of divulging secrets, because I do not know any secrets. Well, what's your situation? Dun, dun, dun. I dare not propose any grand solution, however, there is one thing I do know. The best strategy to disrupt your enemy's strategy. War has no upside, war means death and destruction. That makes sense. Great hunt of 1,000 years ago, and Yang never experienced a millennium of prosperity. Times change and circumstances change, so it's hard to come across different historical eras. Did you suffer any further? Before I move on, by the way, I will also go ahead now and link the latest little video, because I know it's already released. Okay, okay, and then let me pin it. Alright, there you go. So, now, I'm going to continue with this. Very well said, young man. More skilled than I ever was, that's for sure. Goodness, no. Forgive me for being so cold, your greatness. A way to get the situation under control? Aye. Another visitor has arrived. What's this now? The JRO? I suppose I will have to let her in. You think it's just Liazy? You know her too? The Tianchi Bureaus has at least heard of her. Not sure why she came over to see your grandfather. You waited until I was asleep and then locked me up in this room? Why? I'm not a 3-year-old, you know. Let me out of here. Wow, okay, lazy. Justice for Blaze. Damn it, I'm supposed to meet that lady now. What am I gonna do? Oh, I can't break the door down. They might kick me out of here, and I'd have no place to stay. But this window... I'm on an 18th floor, so that's not that high. Alright, I'll jump. Hey, no way, Blaze. Of Shu Jiang? I certainly know how to spot a fake painting. Aren't you? You won't like me when I'm angry. I highly doubt that. Get as angry as you want. It won't turn your fake painting into a real one. Oh! Okay, Now why are you standing there? Why is there a canopy above the upper floor? Blaze, how did you... Ha 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 ha, I'm not late, am I? Wow. Oh, that shop owner is gonna... You are? Liazy? He's no longer working with us. Please sit down and have some tea. A painting, perhaps? Someone gave me many years ago. The heavier your birthday feels, I believe it served its purpose. I would not expect you to be superstitious. But I have heard that a thief tampered with one of your paintings recently. Why did you not report this vandalism? If I never reported it, then how do you not know about it? How do you know about it? One of my colleagues is handling this case. I saw the case files, but the one who first reported, I don't believe it was anyone from your estate. Well, I guess someone out there who cares about an old man like me. I'm a mere citizen. Oh, something. Gurk. Yes, how could I forget? The river must have been freezing cold. Looks like that incident made an impact on you. No family? Are you asking me? I was in the Ministry of Rights. Well, then let me remind you. 2 months ago, he sent on a mission to Victoria. Now I understand. No, that's not what I'm saying. About a 10-year-old case? No matter, no matter. Ask whatever you wish. We'll keep getting the same answers. What kind of answers do you want? Truthful ones. Because he specifically requested it and wanted the transfer? What in all his illness did he have? How did he make such a request? I had him write letters for me. I also asked him to serve as my children's calligraphy tutor. However, I disagree with one thing you said. What? Anyone who wants to know the truth, be they a Mandarin or an Indian, this time. Please know, I'm indeed only after the truth. I have no other motives. Now I shall take my leave. Good day, madam. With the 3 dots to the left. We're probably, maybe he's rather dull. Wait, Liazy? Your uniform. You're an Imperial Guard. Okay. Liazy's in some trouble now. Oh, let's go. What do you think of this one? Not bad. Not exactly. Been around for that long. You have a long history. Interesting. Symbolic food. First time I've ever heard of something like that. Match up, it's 4 great restaurants. Alas, I'm just an amateur foodie. It's rather odd. All the taste of their very little sugar. Is there some light snack? You're just as much as a foodie as I am. You're the guide. You lead, I follow. Alright, let's keep going. My word, look at the time. We should have lunch first. Lunch? Yes, it's lunchtime. Shouldn't we have some lunch? I just finished eating snacks from like 5 different restaurants. Snacks are snacks, but lunch is lunch. You must have a proper lunch, you know. I don't think my tummy has any more room for lunch. Ain't no way, boys. Will you give it a try? You're the foodie here. And so I and my stomach will trust you. You're being followed. Oh my god, you. I guess. I'd like to ask you, what are you doing here? I'm investigating the case. Just answer my questions. Very well. I don't understand your line of questioning. I only concern you. You went to investigate an old case. What did you learn? Too much time has passed, so the trail has gone cold. I didn't learn anything. Are you sure? Your answers carry great weight. Don't stick your neck out too far. Very good. Give Taihi my regards. They were questioning why I'm here. Phew! Cafeteria freezer. Okay, well, Rhodes Islands isn't gonna have good best food. I tend to eat alone, which means I can only order 1 or 2 entrees for myself. They're fantastic. Just meat accelerate. The key ingredient in this is the soup. Shell-beast caviar. The fishiness of caviar goes out to the other flavors. Yeah, that's kind of what I hear with caviar. Is that like many people don't like its fishiness, but I do think caviar. But I have also heard like people say that like, you know, caviar can be really good if you let it age long enough. After the wontons are cooked, the bits of fat will naturally seep into the soup. Hard to find elsewhere. Oh, do these wontons have a history? Do tell. Not really, I just really like this particular wonton shop, I guess. When I get a writer's block, or a little pick-me-up, I come here and eat a bowl of wontons. My little pick-me-up is actually a tiramisu. But the thing is, I can't always have a tiramisu. But when I do have a tiramisu, it's incredible. And I also know that tiramisu is Italian for pick-me-up as well, so. With her husband. What a sad story. There are many such sad stories. There is no joy without pain. That is indeed true. I have something I want to ask you. Just because you made a bet with a young chef? Why do you ask? You had some other purpose. Was it that obvious? Wow. You see into their souls. Hey now, we're friends. I'm not keeping any secrets from you. He was living in Baito. Her father. Whatever. I don't have to hide anything from you. I'm sorry, Blaze. It's not your fault. Why do you keep apologizing? Your dad was also... He was also what? Oh, nothing. How about your father? Let's go! You get so refined when you speak. It's all good and fun. We're good friends. Why do you turn into a different person as soon as you put down the chopsticks? Friends? Well, I'm writing a book. I think I'll keep that a secret for now. Where do you want to go? The Baizhou Academy. What does this word mean? Can you let me have a look? Why is it so greasy? Few that I managed to save. A decade is enough for a whole city to change, yeah. It seems all kind of a waste. Oh, it's the... Is it like what I am thinking that like they're probably powered by some form of electricity and they're just not as energetic? I see that the rabies has joined. One day I will play Ruina, and we'll see the rabies appear one day. The city of Baizhou was founded a long time ago. Right next to the ruins of a battlefield. Impeccable timing. You Yannies sure are lucky. There was nothing like the Yannies could do about it. Building a city on top of an original mine? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. It really does. That's hi. That's how Baizhou was founded. About 53 years of effort. City built. City was Baizhou. What happened to the people that built this city? I'm completely stuffed, but I haven't found the taste I'm looking for. I know that sells such cakes. Maybe tomorrow we can go look in some of the larger restaurants? Burp. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You were following us the whole day. We're afraid we would find better food, wouldn't you? Me afraid, pa! I already told you before, if you're looking for the best chef in Baizhou, you've already found him. If I can't cook it, no one else can. A rare treat. You really know how to flatter. Not really. Huh, what? What about my 1 month of free meals? No one can match one, but there are other chefs that I respect. If I had to name one in particular, it would be... Well, it would be... Who? The head chef at Jing Fang Lao, the highest rated of the 4 great restaurants. Mobufu? For his last feast. Let's go. It's not so simple. But she's only half right. If you really do want to go meet him, I have a way. No, not in this pocket. Ah, here it is. Wow! Oh god. Don't. Oh god, she's gonna let them blaze. Do we let Blaze cook? Or do we let you cook? Ooh, shoutouts of Gouge is on sale. Anyways. There's so much I want to read up with the lore, but so far we got 3 out of 12, so I think I'm kind of running a little low on energy, so I think it's probably best we call it here. Over on YouTube, obviously, you have the latest video, which is my Arknights one, where I go ahead and pull for everyone in that Walpurgis night. Because those are the stream highlights. And yeah. I will also promote the video even more. On TikTok, which I think I should honestly quit TikTok as one of my socials, because I think is it not on my link tree? It should be on link tree, no? Oh no, it is. It is there. Yeah, that will be it for today's stream. I will do more of this, but I think it's best I save this for night time. So yeah, any final words do I need to say before I hop off? I don't know if I have any other final words, but yeah, actually I should
音楽がまだ言葉の代わりにならないというのなら、お互いにまだ話すべきことがたくさんあるわね、ドクター。
Because I need to see if when's the reset for this. 14 days? Okay, so. If I'm gonna do the next Arknights stream, it will definitely be finishing up the lore for this, and then after that, I kind of want to attempt IS5 ending 5. Which I have heard that it is not that easy. And the thing is, I'm gonna do it on difficulty 3 as well, which is basically nothing. It's basically just normal mode. But yeah. Tomorrow we'll be Left 4 Dead with my friends. It's probably a good thing after stream that I confirm some things with them. Just keep in mind, when that stream happens, I won't be able to look at the chat as of very much. So yeah, but Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow.